Let's work on finding the factorization of this trinomial. Step 1, check to see if there's a common factor. Well, 11 and 60 don't share a common factor, plus the only coefficient we have here is 1. There isn't the same variable in every term. That term is without a variable, so we have no common factor. But you must always look for that. That needs to be step 1 whenever you factor. This is a trinomial. Trinomials factor into the product of two binomials. Let's put on our signs. Oh, when we look at this second sign, which is always the sign we look at first in the trinomial when we're putting in our signs, if that's a minus, the only way to get a minus is if you have a plus times a minus. So one of those binomials has to be addition, the other binomial has to be subtraction. Now let's list the factor pairs that will make the x squared. Well, that's just x times x. Since that's the only pair, let's go ahead and put it in right away. Now let's list the factor pairs that will make 60. Ooh, that's a little more involved because there are quite a few factor pairs that we can use to make 60. 1 times 60. Will 2 go into 60? Yes. 2 times 30. 3? Yes. 3 times 20. 4? Yes. 4 times 15. 5? Yes. 5 times 12. 6? Yes. 6 times 10. 7? No. 8? No. 9? No. 10? Oh, yes, we already found it, so we're done. We've looped around, so we've found them all. So one of these has to work to give me the 11. Well, as I scan down through those, I see that if I was going to be taking the difference between those two numbers, I could make 11, couldn't I? And I want minus 11. So let's see what happens if we put the 15 with the minus and the 4 with the plus. See if that will give us minus 11x under the O and the I of FOIL. The O of FOIL here gives us minus 15x, and the I of FOIL gives us plus 4x, and indeed those two terms combine to the minus 11x we wanted. There's our factorization for that trinomial.